And then like we say, he dropped the EP and 9 songs. I think I like about 5 or 6 something off that.
Good percentage. I mean, he's shooting a good percentage out here. And I think the thing I like about what Jim doing is Big Business Podcast. So we gotta talk about Mr. Consistent, Mr. Jim Jones, most improved player. You know that in the NBA they got the most improved player. 2025, Jim Jones, most improved player, aka Mr. Consistent. Let's talk about it.
Is it safe to say his last album he dropped, the first one he did, is his best work so far in his career?
His first. Hold on, which one you said? The last one? You talking about the
Not
EP,
the EP,
or you?
The album he dropped.
At the Church Steps. His first. What was that album called? He had one album that could rival this before this though, but I feel like this one here, it was more growth to it than the other one. I think the other one had the balling and all, the hits.
Y'all check out our last video if you haven't. Check it out. We just spoke about, as an artist, you should get better, right?
Yes, you should.
I feel like that's what Jim Jones did, man.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? I never listened to Jim Jones. I like Jim Jones. Don't get it twisted. I didn't listen to him like that. That last album, not the EP he just dropped when Max got out, the one he did earlier this year, dope project.
Yeah.
Him and Snoop came, old heads are him, nigga, we here.
Right. Yeah, of course, Snoop Dogg with The Missionary dropped on December 15th of 2024. So it was right before the cutoff of the year. But definitely, and the thing about this year, I guess I'll just run down a list real quick of albums that we've heard this year. Clips, Let God Sort Them Out. Don Tripp and Starlito, Step Brothers for Life. Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2, Joyner Lucas, White Noise, Mozzie, Intrusive Thoughts, JID, God Does Like Ugly, Tyler the Creator album, Young Thug album, Lil Baby album, Gunna album, Exhibit, Kingmaker, Ray Vaughn, The Good, The Bad, The Dollar Menu, Kevin Gates, I'm Him Too, BG, Freedom of Speech, Jones at the Church Steps, and the EP. 2 projects.
We haven't had that in a while. Take it back to the days when DMX dropped 2 projects, even though his was 2 albums that went platinum. Jimmy said, I'm going to drop an album. And I think he was on his way to dropping another album, but somebody said, I'm getting out of jail. So he was like, let's drop it now. Fuck the album. Let's do an EP. Let's go.
Let's go.
So I think that's why we got 9 songs this time on the second round.
Yeah. As far as the Clips, we know what that is. We know what that was, which I feel like it was a good album. I don't want to take nothing from what Clips did or what JID did, what Jid did with the God Does Like Ugly album, because I feel like those are both good albums. I actually like, I'm not gonna lie, I think I like Jid album better than the Clips album. I was listening to it the other day. Man, look, that boy's snapping on there.
Yeah, Jid did his thing. I think he's up for a Grammy for his album. He got the nod. Yeah. Of course, we know the Clips got the nod as well.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I can't choose which one was dope because I actually like both products.
Yeah.
Salute to whoever wins it. You got K-Dot, who's up for a Grammy for his album. Those 2 artists, as far as Jid and then the Clips with K-Dot, that's gonna be I think both of their products, to me, project, should I say, let me quit saying product, it's better than GNX. That's my opinion. But the year he had leading into that the album, I think that's going to play a very important part of how this winner is chosen. Watch what I say now.
Uh,
Watch what I
yeah,
say now.
and the GNX man, I feel like that album is fire, and I liked every other song that wasn't as every song that wasn't a single. I liked almost on it. Like it's a crazy project when you go back and listen to it, and I think far as the clips and GNX, I kind of got to give it to GNX on that. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
Uh, I
But
don't know,
anyway,
but
we don't want to stay away from what we're here for. We want to talk about
yeah,
Jim Jones and
yeah,
him and his consistency in 2025. Uh, his first album, I love that motherfucker. I love it.
yeah.
And then like we say, he dropped the EP and 9 songs. I think I like about 5 or 6 something off that. So that's
Five
very consistent.
good percentage. I mean, he's shooting a good percentage out here. And I think the thing I like about what Jim doing is he is not changing at all who he is. He's just changing um maybe his thought process when he's doing the songs is changing, but the production he's been getting, it's been crazy. Like if Freddie Gibb and no this it's let me not even do that. But I feel like what Jim Jones doing and how he's doing it, I don't know anybody else. Like who else is doing what he's doing as far as dropping an album and dropping an EP and both of them being dope in the same year. What other artist has done what he's doing? We've seen
Nobody.
people drop one album all year that from the list that I said, and I think Mozzie is the only other one to drop 2 projects this year. Um, Mozzie, he's a dope artist. I think he's a it's almost a little too one trick pony type of thing that I get from Mozzie. Um, and I think his production is to blame for that. And maybe it's just I don't like the style of production that much.
Is it because he stick to that same sound throughout his project?
Wow. Yeah, I think it's because it's just not enough versatility within the production of it. Like, and you think about Mozzie's flow and Jim Jones' flow, they actually they kind of do the same thing, but they just have different lingo. Like, you know, Mozzie hit you with the I was down to them John just got bombing. Gangland. Like then you hit the Jim Jones flow. He kind of got that. I'm gonna shoot us on tech. We don't kill. He got the. It's both that slow flow, which I can rock with, but I think the difference with Jim Jones is his production is just it sometimes just be crazy. Like
Yeah,
man,
yeah. I don't know all the producers he used, but he had some fire beats on that project. I mean, both of them. Be honest with you, um, and be honest with you, your boy from the Midwest. I feel like his production was a little different. Because I think he stick to what he likes, and that's the boom bap. I'm not a big fan of that. I think I would like his music
yeah,
even more. You know what I'm saying? To be 100% honest with you.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Nah, I think Gibbs can rap better than Mozzie and Jim Jones put together. I'm gonna just
oh,
say.
no doubt about it.
So it just I think there's some songs on Gibbs that I'm always go back to. And honestly, no album this year can line up with "You Only Live Once" from Freddie Gibbs. I feel like he has projects like that in the past that nobody in the I already know, but I'm just saying, and honestly, what Snoop put out, I don't think what Mozzie did matches up with what Snoop did at the end of last year. Like it's just this year we haven't really seen that much. Like it hasn't been a lot. We didn't get nothing from M. We didn't get nothing from Cole. We didn't get nothing. there's a lot of people didn't even drop. So
I don't want to hear that.
um,
Him need to hang that shit up. That last project he dropped, period. Man, I was disappointed in that shit. I waited for a long. Nah, I'm leaving that on.
yeah.
I think I put Gibbs in the same boat with Nas. They're
Mm,
dope rappers, but they production they choose. Like, come on, man, you got this talent, man, and other people say, man, they cool with it, and I guess this is a style of
yeah.
rap that
I'm
certain
cool
people
with
like
it.
that I don't. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool with most of it. Uh, but you know, uh, some of these albums we seen, BG finally dropped. That was what it was. So I will say is a sleeper is the Exhibit Kingmaker album. Uh, Jid album I feel like should get just as much credit as uh the Clips album. I feel like Jordan Lucas could have came. I wish he would have just came different. I ain't gonna say came harder. I just wish he would have came different. You know. Um, so
I like Jordan Project. You know, Jordan just he can do so many things, and I think maybe the route he chose this particular time, it's not what you wanted. And I think when somebody actually is a bar smith, then you're not getting that. Then you're gonna look at it like I ain't want that, bro. This shit right here is not
right.
what I wanted. But I
Yeah.
think I understood where he was going with that project. The white noise and all that shit. I
Yeah.
thought it was dope. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I think Tyler the Creator is overrated. Yeah. His album is overrated. I don't see it. I think people are mystified by Tyler the Creator and what he's doing, partly because of his production being nothing like anything going right now. Like, and that's honestly the reason why I listen to his album is to listen to what production, because there's so many creative sounds in his music that it's like it's almost hard to overlook him, even with the homosexual references and shit that you gonna get. It's like, oh my god, here he go again on this homo shit. I'm that nigga and that bitch and all this other shit.
Nah,
And I think it mystifies people just because he's in a different lane. Maybe I don't
it ain't hard for me to skip over that shit. I ain't listen.
know.
I'm not listening to that shit. I'm sorry. Hey,
Yeah,
stay true to yourself. But I won't
yeah.
be I won't be listening to that shit.
Yeah, we seen. I don't want to leave out Ice Cube. He dropped a project. Pete Rock and CL Smooth. It's some other kind of boom pap type albums. Dave East and Young Chris from State Property, they dropped the album. It was cool, but it hasn't been a lot, man. Some of these albums you probably like, man, I ain't even heard that shit. But they was out. It was some cool shit on it, but it just wasn't. I feel like Jim Jones overall, man, just far as from a consistency standpoint throughout the year, uh, he has to get a nod. He has to get some flowers. He has to get some gold Daytonas for the year that he had out here in hip hop. And it may be overlooked, but damn it, we not overlooking it. I think that's, you know,
Well,
Stand alone, nigga. Stand alone, nigga.
gotta put you on the hot seat, man. Gotta put you on the hot seat real quick. Right now, if you had to choose, back against the wall, no question asked. What's the dopest album of the year? Ain't no just one. Just one.
well, they're back against the wall, man. I love how you framed it, man. I love how you framed it. If I'm feeling like in my yeah mode, then Gibbs took the cake. If I'm feeling like it just depends on what vibe I'm in. There's been some Jim Jones songs that I haven't like. There's one offs, and I've heard one song like this all year, and it's been on Jim Jones projects. There's been one offs. Uh, Russ, who was it?
You finna
Russ and
make me,
Freddie
you finna make
Gibbs.
me Cam Newton, you man. You finna make me
That's the
Cam
thing.
Newton you, man.
But that,
I
hey,
said
it's the truth.
one album.
One out. It's like all of these, man. It depends on what feeling and what vibe I'm in at the time, man. Look, if I'm riding down the street and I gotta choose one of these albums to listen to.
There you go. I can rock with it. Which one you choose?
Uh, let me pull the list up again. If I'm
And we
riding
can't
down the street,
and we can't forget, and I know this is not gonna deter your answer, but
yeah,
Big Crit just dropped too, but go ahead.
yeah, big crit drop. If I'm riding down the street, and I got the choice to listen to one of these albums that have been mentioned so far in this video, I'm probably gonna choose the JID project.
Okay.
Yeah. But that EP, it's kind of switched because the Jim Jones EP, I kind of been on that thing, man, and that's kind of what been my go to. But the fact that the JID is still in rotation and it dropped however many months ago, I think that says something far as how something ages, and it's aged well. I will say that.
Okay, yeah. I don't even call what Jim Jones has dropped an album. It's an EP, so we gonna eliminate that anyway. So yeah, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. G did drop a project, and he really, really was rapping on that motherfucker too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and I think the only reason the Jim project, cause we get full length LPs and take the same number of songs that we took off of Jim Jones EP, and that was 9 songs. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you get a song, you get something like Big Crit, and you take 4 songs off it. It was 18 songs or something. Then you get an EP with 9 songs. You still take 4, 5 songs off. So it's like, damn.
Well, I'm not defending Crit, but I think 3 or 4 of those songs were skits, so you got to take it down to 14, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I get that.
still, I
Yeah.
still wasn't very happy with my percentage. I've been waiting, talking shit about you, Chris. Not bad shit, been like, yeah, Crit. We can't forget Crit, and you finally come and never mind.
We tried to talk him up. We did. We talked him up. Did a whole video, and yeah, we keep him in rotation. But like we was kind of talking about backstage, I don't know if Crit, belongs with what he's done over the past 5 years, music wise. Can you still put him in that those categories with the codes and the lyricists and things? I don't think that's his angle anymore. Like this last album, it was called Cadillac Barrettes. So he was definitely going for the riding, the old, Texas style, just riding music. And that's not like a lyrical environment. So,
You gotta
but
stop.
we'll see.
You gotta stop that right now, because of course Wayne felt this, Eminem felt this. Are you gonna say neither one of them are lyricists no more?
Well, if they don't want to, well, I wouldn't say Eminem isn't a lyricist anymore. I would say that because he tries to be like like you could tell he's not just making music to
I
ride
get what
to
you're
type
saying.
of
I get
thing.
what you're saying.
Crit, he's on his vibe. He's like a vibe creator at this point. Big Crit,
Hold on,
like
hold on,
he's
hold on. You spoke on him, but you just pushed Wayne out the way. What you feel about Wayne, bro?
he ain't deserve to be in discussion, man. You cannot put Exhibit album. Look, anybody out there watching, listen to Exhibit Kingmaker and tell me that ain't better than Carter 6. That is smashing Carter 6. I'm sorry to all the fans. Exhibit Kingmaker made a Exhibit with his old flow made a better album than Wayne did. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Snoop did too. Shit.
Snoop, he exceeded expectations, and Dre did as well. Shit.
I just want to hear how you felt about Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter, yeah, he definitely disappointed the world, not just
dropped
us,
dropped
the world.
dropped a dud. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. In conclusion, what we got, man?
Jim Jones, man, he's Mr. Consistent of 2025, the first artist that we know that has dropped 2 projects in 1 year, and both of them bitches was jamming. I
Yeah.
can't remember the last time this happened, so don't hold me to that. But right now, if which he's not being nominated for no Grammy or anything like that, but here, right here on in the lab, salute to you, Jimmy. You
Yes,
Mr. Consistent of 2025, my brother.
yes, sir. And it's just straight like that, man. Straight like that. Never would have thought I would see the day, man. You listen to Jim. You remember Certified Gangster? You listen to Jim Jones back rapping back then when he was rapping with Cameron. You be liable to turn that song off when Jim Jones start rapping. And most, far as most improved, and I'm not gonna take away anything from the Vamp Life mixtapes he did because there was some shit that was jamming on there as well. I heard some of that shit he did in between this year and from the balling days, but I guess I never tapped in with it. I don't know, but to me, he's looking like the most improved player out here, and I'm gonna put it like that.
Definitely is. Yeah,
But
man.
yeah.
There you have it. Hey, one project y'all make sure y'all go check out, man. Brainstorm. Out right now. All motherfucking platforms. D Dopers, Underground, Hip Hop Album. Out right now.
In the corner up over there, man.
Mhm.
All you got,
Yeah,
tap that screen one time, man.
yeah,
That's
right
Boss
up
on
there, man.
YJ. Hit that light for hip hop, man. We up out this thing, yo.
Yeah, G.
Big Business Podcast.